Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Moonlighter by 11-Bit Studios and Digital Sun. In Moonlighter, you play the last merchant of a dying town. You must brave the dangerous dungeons to once again bring wealth and prosperity to the town. The gameplay of Moonlighter is actually an interesting mix of a dungeon crawler looter with a shopkeeping side, where you actually sell the treasure you found by going through the dungeons and defeating enemies. Selling items is actually really easy. It goes off a really basic supply and demand economy idea. So you want to try and set your prices high enough to make good money on it, but not too high, and then you anger customers, and not too low that you lose money on it. It seems like it might get complicated, but it's actually pretty easy. You actually base it all off the facial expressions of the customers. They give you a pretty good clue if your prices are too high, way too low, or just right. Honestly, nothing's worse than selling an item way too low, but hey, at least you made somebody's day. Not only that, but you can upgrade your shop to hold more items and entice more customers to visit your shop, and when you're trying to do better in the dungeons, you can upgrade your armor and weapons to be able to do more damage and resist more hits. That way, you can gain even more treasure from your trips to the dungeon. You can even help other merchants get a start in the town for access to new upgrades and items for your shop and for your adventures. For the dungeons themselves, delving into them is actually really fun. The combat's smooth, it's responsive, you can actually play through them pretty quick, and you get items really quick as well. You can use a variety of weapons depending on what you need, and you can dodge roll out of danger when you're in a particularly sticky spot. While combat can be challenging, especially your first couple times playing the game, and dying will cause you to lose all the treasure you picked up at that point, if you do die, you simply return to the beginning of the dungeon and are able to try again without losing anything else or having to restart the game or anything like that. So it's actually pretty forgiving in that respect. That being said, the dungeons are actually pretty quick to learn. You learn the enemy's movements really quick, and through upgrades you get from selling the items you retrieve from the dungeons, you can level up pretty quick and be doing a lot more damage than you did the last run, and again and again and again, until you're just running through the dungeon, taking out every enemy every which way, and eventually fighting the boss. If at any point you think you're in trouble and you don't want to start over or lose all your stuff, you can actually use your magical amulet to return to town. For a price, so it's always good to keep a few coins on hand to be able to afford the trip back home. The graphics consist of a high-resolution pixel art style with a pseudo top-down perspective. The animations are actually really good, and the visual embellishments including sun rays and little frogs and snails running around the ground, which mind you can accidentally step on, and I feel terrible. I've stepped on 8. The music, while repetitive at times, sounds great and does a really good job of matching the setting and really helping you kind of immerse yourself in the world of Moonlighter. Overall, I really enjoyed playing Moonlighter. It was super fun, the game looks great, it handles well, and it's not too repetitive, and it's really easy to get into. And even better, the $20 price tag on it makes it really easy to get into. If you're a fan of this type of game in general, or other similar games, I would definitely recommend playing Moonlighter. It's a lot of fun, and I think you'd really enjoy it. See you guys next time.